Welcome to Tech Tips. I'm Len Groom. Today I've got Mark Nyholm with me. He's the product manager for Heavy Duty. He's in charge of all the technology and all the good stuff that goes into our fuel additives. Now he was just up in the lab doing some work, so Mark, why don't you tell us about that?
Thanks, Len. You know, this is the time of year where it drops below zero. For those of us that run diesel engines, we get a little concerned. Diesel fuel can start to freeze. What happens is the wax in that fuel starts to solidify, it drops out, gets sucked up into the fuel filter, clogs it, and it renders your truck useless on the side of the road. If you take a look at the video here where you see the fuel sloshing around in there, what you see in there is actually solidified wax that's going to start to settle out if you let it sit there for a while. For this demonstration, we used a freezer in our chemical lab to freeze the fuel down to minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit, a typical temperature you're going to see in the wintertime. Both fuel samples were dyed red to show a better contrast against the white media that was used in this experiment. As you can see, the fuel treated with Diesel Cold Flow Improver flows more readily through the fuel filter. The untreated fuel on the right, you can see it starts to slow down, doesn't drip through the funnel as fast, and starts to clog that media. A little closer view of the wax that's plugging that filter up, as we stir that around, you can see it's a little thicker than the normal diesel fuel. That wax has plugged that media, and you can see as it drip out of that funnel has slowed the rate of fuel through it. This is what happens in the wintertime on your truck. Once that wax plugs that fuel filter up, it slows the fuel rate down, typically kills the engine. There's a perfect example of what happens to diesel fuel in the wintertime. So if you want to make sure that you don't have to worry about running your truck down the road, treat your diesel fuel with AMSOIL Diesel Cold Flow.
It's interesting stuff, Mark. Thanks for coming in. For more information on any of our diesel fuel additives, check out amsoil.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.